Let me tell you something real. The first time people see an Alaskan Klee, they almost always say the same thing. Is that a baby husky? And I get it because it really does look like a small husky, same face, same sharp eyes, same thick fur, but here's the truth, it is not just a smaller husky. It is a completely different kind of dog when it comes to personality, and if you don't understand that early, you might get surprised later. Now imagine this, a small dog standing still, ears up, eyes focused, watching everything around it like it is quietly judging the situation, not running to greet strangers, not begging for attention, just observing first, and that right there already tells you a lot about this breed. The Alaskan Klee was developed in the United States, and the goal was simple, create a smaller dog that looks like a husky but can live more comfortably in smaller homes, and yes, they achieved that in terms of size, but they kept the personality strong, so what you get is a small dog with a big mindset, and that is something many people underestimate. This dog usually weighs around 4 to 10 kilos, depending on its size type, and it has a thick double coat, which means 2 layers of fur, a soft inner layer for warmth and a thicker outer layer for protection, and that is why it can handle cold better than many other small dogs. Now, let's talk about how it looks, because this is what pulls people in. The Alaskan Klee has that clean, sharp face with a clear mask pattern, usually in black and white, gray and white, or even red and white, and its eyes can be brown or blue, sometimes even one of each, which makes it look even more unique. Its ears stand straight up, always alert, and its tail curls over its back like a classic northern dog. Everything about its body looks balanced, neat, and ready, like it is always prepared for something, even when it is just standing still. But here's where things get real. This dog is not super friendly with everyone, and that is not a problem. That is just how it is built. The Alaskan Klee is naturally cautious, especially around strangers, so instead of running up to people, it will stay back, watch, and decide if it feels safe, and that means it can come across as shy or distant. But once it trusts you, once it accepts you as part of its circle, it becomes loyal, very loyal, and it will stay close to you in a quiet way, not overly clingy, but always aware of where you are. Energy is another thing you cannot ignore. Even though it is small, this dog has a lot of energy, and I mean real energy, not just quick bursts. It needs daily walks, playtime, and mental activity, which means giving it something to think about, like simple training or interactive toys. If you don't give it enough activity, it will get bored, and bored dogs don't stay quiet. They find ways to entertain themselves, and that can mean chewing, digging, or making noise, and yes, this breed can be vocal. Not always barking nonstop, but it can talk in sounds that are similar to huskies, and some people love that, while others find it a bit too much. Training this dog is possible, and actually very rewarding, but you need patience. It is smart, so it understands quickly, but it is also independent, so it may not always follow right away. You need to stay calm, repeat clearly, and be consistent, because if you are confusing, the dog will just ignore the command. Harsh training does not work well here, because this breed is sensitive, and too much pressure can make it more shy or resistant. Early socialization is very important, meaning you expose it to different people, places, and situations while it is still young, so it grows into a more confident dog. At home, the Alaskan Klee can actually be very clean and quiet, as long as its needs are met. It often likes to stay near its owner, not always on top of you, but close enough to feel connected, like it is keeping an eye on things. It can live in apartments, but only if you give it enough exercise, because without that, it can become restless. Grooming is also part of the deal, because that double coat sheds, especially during certain seasons, so regular brushing is needed to manage the fur. The good thing is, the coat usually stays clean and does not have a strong smell, but you still need to maintain it properly. Health-wise, the Alaskan Klee is generally a healthy breed, but like all dogs, it still needs proper care, good food, and regular vet visits. Most of them live around 12 to 16 years, which means they can be with you for a long time if you take care of them well. So here is the honest truth. This is not just a cute mini husky. This is a smart, energetic, and sometimes shy dog that needs time, patience, and understanding. It is not for people who want an easy, always friendly pet, but for the right person, it can be a loyal, unique, and very interesting companion. And if you go back to that first image, that small dog standing still, watching everything quietly, you start to realize it is not just cute, it is thinking, it is aware, and that is what makes the Alaskan Klee Kai different from what most people expect. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I am currently working toward my goal of 1,000 subscribers, so I can finally monetize this channel and turn this passion into a sustainable part of my future. This is my unfiltered diary of solo living in the Philippines, and your support helps me keep this channel growing. If you would like to help out even more, you can check out the Buy a Treat for My Pets link in the description. My dogs definitely appreciate the love. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss the next update. Thank you for being such an important part of this journey. I will see you in the next one.